Hello and welcome back. So recently, October 2022, the Rachels and myself took a trip to Florida. This video will be a summation of our travels. We had a lot of fun and highly encourage everyone to do some of the things we did someday. Our flight got into Orlando in the afternoon. We landed and were immediately starving. Fortunately, we had already anticipated this and planned our eating location in advance. We Ubered to the food. Supa Sayian it was. And boy, did it hit the spot. Supa Sayian is a Dragon Ball Z themed restaurant, and I have made a separate video detailing our experience. Link will be in the description below. We feasted on fantastic noodles and walked to the hotel. It wasn't far and saved money. We also traveled light, so it was very easy. We stayed at Portofino Bay, a Universal property resort. This was a first for us. We normally just stay at a La Quinta. This was an incredible upgrade. The hotel was one of the most beautiful, relaxing places I've ever stayed. After checking into the hotel, it was on to the city walk for snacks and exploration. We decided we needed some donuts, so we got a little voodoo doll and a Diablos Rex. The voodoo doll was a jelly-filled donut topped with chocolate frosting and a pretzel steak. 10 out of 10, would highly recommend Little Voodoo Doll Man. The Diablos Rex was a Devil Foods cake donut with chocolate frosting, red sprinkles, a vanilla pentagram, and chocolate chips in the middle. I rate this donut a 7 out of 10. Good, but a little bit dry. I've also never had a cake donut before, so maybe that's just what it is. I don't know. Not sure if the dryness was on purpose or not. After donuts, we explored the shops and headed back to the hotel, which was beautiful at night. Day 2. The next day, we prepared ourselves for going to the Universal parks. Preparing ourselves included getting into our designated slasher-inspired outfits. It was Halloween, of course. Also, our shirts were made by Rachel 1, as is tradition. We started our day by heading to Island of Adventure. This is me trying to poorly show off my Lisa Frank backpack, which completes me. The first thing we were going to do in the park was Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Ride. There's usually a pretty decent wait for this ride, so it's best to do it early. We got to ride the ride in the front row, and it was awesome. I do not remember it being as fast as it was. Also, I always sit in the sidecar. I know that's lame, but I always end up having a riding buddy, because who wouldn't want to ride on the motorcycle instead? After Hagrid's, it was time for the Velocicoaster. This ride has a really awesome queue that includes the Raptors and Dr. Alan Grant's book. The ride itself was extremely fast. And wouldn't you know it, we got the front row again. To be honest, I was a little less excited about that this time around. I'm also pretty sure my booty did not touch the seat of the coaster 90% of the ride. It is a very fun ride, but I won't lie, I am in fear of getting flung off of it because it is so fast. Sidebar, the first time coming to Universal, my sister and I got a Coke Icy here. The dinosaurs were just so cute. After Velocicoaster, it was time for the Jurassic Park River Adventure. We love this ride! It is a classic and I hope they never change it. This ride also made Rachel 1's Jason look extra slashery. After the river adventure, it was time to leave Jurassic Park and go to Hogwarts for one of my favorite rides, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. I have read all the Harry Potter books, and I'm not a big fan. The reason I am not a big fan is because their lives are so complicated with all the magic. It stresses me out. It's hard for me to see the fun past trying to survive. That's just me. I'm grounded in reality, I suppose. I don't know. This ride, however, is incredibly immersive, and I love that. The dragon and the Dementors feel real while you're floating around on your bench. There's also a part where you go up onto your back a little bit, and it stretches me out quite nicely. Post-ride, it was now butterbeer time. I'm all about the frozen butterbeer. It's very refreshing on a hot day, or any day really. It's just good. Because of the short wait time, we decided to do Skull Island Ring of Khan. Rachel 2 had never done it before. This ride is merely okay. Don't be fooled into waiting a long time for it. It is not worth anything over 20 to 30 minute wait time. The giant Kong at the end is really fun to see, but everything leading up to that is pretty mediocre in my opinion. Next, we cut through Toon Lagoon to get to the Marvel Superhero Island. It was time to meet some X-Men and Captain America. As is tradition, we really just meet whatever X-Men's out at the time we go through there. After that, we headed over to the Hulk. This would be Rachel 2's and myself's first time riding it. It has always been broken down before. It was incredibly fun. You get the joke. I loved that there were speakers playing music behind my head on the actual coaster. It felt like I was in the movie. I had become the Hulk. The queue was short, but it was still very fun to walk through. There was still stuff to look at, and I liked it. I will say, after getting off the ride, all three of us had to sit down and recover for a little bit. Rachel 1 actually sat on an unstable bench and almost found herself upon the ground. At the time, we just thought she was unstable and not the bench. It wasn't until resting time was over that we discovered it was actually the bench. After the Hulk, it was time for my favorite part of the day. Food time! Specifically, Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium food time. The best kind of food time. We like to eat light and eat a big sundae for dessert. Eating light today meant stuffing ourselves with tachos and fries. They really hit the spot. Rachel 1 got a chocolate coffee banana beverage. Then we split the Brookie Sundae. This sundae had brownies, chocolate chip cookies, Oreo chunks, ice cream, chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and chocolate shavings on top. It was perfectly fantastic and worth the yearly wait. After feasting, it was time to say goodbye and go to the Universal Studios Park. The Rachels went to go ride Rip Ridin' Rocket. I refuse. I do not lie flat on my back going straight up any kind of hill. And I don't care if I get to pick a song while that's happening. I would likely just die of a heart attack on the way up. Not even pick a song. Be my final ascent right there. So that being said, while they did this, I just walked around and took some video footage of everything else. Once everyone safely landed their rockets, we rode Men in Black Alien Attack. It's like a training simulation that keeps your score as you shoot aliens around. I would also like to point out that I have beaten Rachel 1 at this ride. It's kind of like a competition within your little pod. Have I beaten her since? No, but quite honestly, that doesn't matter. I only need the one time. It is enough for the rest of my life. I also wanted the fact that I have beaten her documented forever on the internet. So there we go. Moving on. After Men in Black, we picked our Stay and Scream location for Halloween Horror Nights. Then we changed into our matching shirts and waited. As soon as we were able, we did all 10 houses, all scare zones, Nightmare Fuel show, rode the Revenge of the Mummy ride. It had been shut down all day. And then did 4 more houses. I have a detailed Halloween Horror Night video linked in the description below. After this incredibly eventful day, we walked back to the hotel and slept like the dead. Today was hotel exploration and pool day. Not in that order. We swam first. It was a lot of fun. The water was a little cold, but we were able to get used to it. After swimming and exploring, it was food time! We decided to eat at the Cowfish since none of us had been there before. Since we were starving, we got a donut snack. We got the Portland cream donut from Voodoo Donuts. It was great. Essentially, it's a classic cream-filled donut with chocolate icing. 10 out of 10. Very good. While we ate the donut, we opened blind boxes of Michael Myers pins. Each box contained 2. We didn't read that on the box, so we're all shocked at what a great deal we got. Not too soon after blind boxes, we were summoned to finally sit and eat at the Cowfish. Man, that food was great. Rachel 1 got a beverage, and we both split a jalapeno popper showstopper burger and fries. The burger was made of beef topped with jalapeno infused cream cheese, jalapeno bacon, fried jalapenos, jalapeno citrus, aioli, lettuce, tomato, jalapenos on a brioche bun. Very good. I also don't know if I said all of that correctly, but I'm sure y'all get the gist. Rachel 2 got the very tasty Mark's roll without the jalapenos. I guess me and Rachel 1 took them all. The food and experience at the Cowfish was amazing. After feasting, it was Portofino gelato time at the Gelateria. We got caramel cookie crunch and chocolate. I could have easily eaten a scoop of all the flavors present, but my bank account would not allow that. After gelato, it was time to prepare for more scares. Howl O Scream, here we come. Or off we went, I guess. Howl O Scream was an excellent experience, and again, full video documenting the experience in the description below. We did all the scare zones, 3 out of the 4 houses, and the Sirens Song Show. All were howl and scream inducing. When we were done, we went back to the hotel and prepared to leave the next day. All in all, we had a magically fun time at the Universal Parks, eating delicious food, and getting the pants scared off of us. For anyone thinking of going to Universal, October is truly a great time to go. Hopefully this video will help others plan their own trip. Be sure to comment anything you love about Universal below. I'm always looking for fun new things to do there. With all that being said, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on what we're up to over here. Hope you have a super awesome, spectacular day, and I'll see you out there somewhere. Bye!